It was barely 6 in the morning when I heard a loud knock on my front door. Still half asleep, I shuffled to answer it, only to find a woman I didn't recognize standing on my porch with a clipboard and a smug grin. She introduced herself as the president of the HOA and immediately declared, "You're being evicted. Pack your things and leave today." Double quotes. Now, here's the kicker: I don't even live in an HOA community. My property was explicitly excluded from their association when the neighborhood was developed. But apparently this woman, who I'll just call Karen, thought she had jurisdiction over my home. She waved papers in my face, none of which had legal weight, and insisted I was in violation of community guidelines. I calmly explained that my property wasn't part of their HOA. That should have ended it, but Karen doubled down. She pointed at my lawn, said my car didn't fit their aesthetic standards, and threatened to call a tow truck and the sheriff if I didn't comply. That's when I realized she genuinely believed she had power here, instead of arguing further. I stepped inside and grabbed my wallet. I pulled out my identification, my official badge from the Attorney General's office. When I held it up, her smug expression melted faster than ice in the sun. I could see the realization hit her. Not only was she harassing the wrong person, she was doing it to someone who actually knew the law inside and out. Her face went pale as I explained that. Falsifying eviction notices, trespassing at dawn, and making threats could land her in serious legal trouble. Suddenly, the woman who had been so loud and bossy was stumbling over her words, muttering apologies and backing away like she had just seen a ghost. I didn't push it further that morning, but I did report the incident to my office later that day. Turns out, this wasn't the first time Karen had overstepped her authority. Complaints had already piled up against her for harassment and unlawful threats. My report was the final straw. Within weeks, she was voted out as HOA president, and the board had to bring in a legal consultant to clean up the mess she left behind. The best part? My neighbors, many of whom had been bullied by her for years, came by to thank me. They were relieved to finally see justice served. As for me, I just smiled. Sometimes all it takes to end an HOA Karen's reign of terror is flashing the right badge. * for more interesting and heart-touching stories. Hit the subscribe button now.